Oh, wait. It's me, but there's more. Oh. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Okay, it's Chase to see. Hey, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth.
Hey, man. Say, man. This the boy. Dude, don't act like you don't know who I am. AKA your favorite rapper. Only sports track.
Holy shit. That is literally an over. What off-brand energy drink you got going on here? Just saying. Ooh, wow, I'm a whore right now. But what you... oh, woo, woo, woo.
There's too much brand pack.
Overly woke people piss me off more than anything in the world. You could have with my bitch.
They have no blacks.
What is wrong with that, bro?
Wow!
That was on my list. Because I sure was going to hit you with the grand rise in my system.
All you hear is Michael's mother in the background. Michael, hang on that damn phone!
I'm getting ripped tonight. It says, man, fuck this shit. And walk off. Not only did he walk off, it was a dog. He kicked the shit out the dog. Why you kicked the dog, bro?
Somebody! Oh, call the doctor! Oh my god. Oh, hello. I didn't get any reverence during last month, so I decided to come on here as Frederick Douglass. Yeah. Anyways, y'all. Hey, Dooksies. Don King. You know what I'm saying? Is Don still with us? Don gone, ain't he?
That's all I can see now. That's all.
W.E.B. Du Bois, Cornell West on him. Yeah.
Why you did that? Like, the only thing you can do right now is show your titties. That's the whole thing. That's it. All right.
Anyways, what's going on, y'all? It's the Vault with Chase and Zook or whatever. It's your girl Chase and CK. How you say it, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth.
Hey, man. Say, man. This your boy, Duke. Your favorite fat person. Man, listen, my stomach sounds like the beginning of Rack City right now.
Boom, boom, boom. Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch.
I don't know what the hell I ate, or I don't know. It's not happy.
Listen, when I tell you a job did not get done today, because if I wasn't holding my nephew, I was holding on to the side of the toilet. My stomach was fucked. Okay? And it wasn't like one of those, like you went, used the bathroom, and then you dipped. Nah, we had sitting power every time. How you go 6-7 times and you had to sit there for 10 more minutes? That's crazy. That's the day. That is the day.
This just happened like the last hour. Like that, my stomach sound like a grumpy old man. Like my shit is by her pocket right now. Anyway,
you got the Scrooge stomach.
You got the Scrooge stomach, man. Mm-hmm.
And let it be known that this the biggest, sexiest nigga on your internet, all right? Because y'all trying to play with my men, and y'all finna play with my men, all right? That's okay? Y'all ain't gonna talk about...
You better tell them something.
Y'all ain't gonna talk about my chocolate cake with a side of lemon, okay? I got you.
I don't know what this means, but I seen the girl doing that on the video.
To be honest, uh, this is means clock in American Sign Language. So they like clock that T. That's what they're just doing it for short. Clock that T.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, I don't think they got that. I think they might have seen that from some. You know how some things just come up and you're like, oh shit, that literally means clock, right?
Mm,
Type shit. But it's shorter than a like like a hand
yeah.
clap, you know. So, but it's like instead of okay, it's right,
Mm,
see.
makes sense.
But then when I seen a man teaching how to say clock that T in sign language, and he said clock, I said, hold up, a deaf nigga made this shit up. This is crazy, cause black people said clock that T. So I said somebody, a black deaf person, started doing that, and they said they gonna follow along, they gonna follow suit.
Hey, you ever thought about in the next, let's say, the next 10 years, all the shit that we're not gonna be allowed to say? Like, I'm
So
pretty
like
sure
10,
you,
20
you know,
years ago, the shit that we can't say now.
yeah. Like,
Sorry.
so I was listening to, uh, I was listening to Spotify
Excuse
today,
me.
right? And DMX came up. The,
Boom.
the nigga the stuff that nigga said, he won't get no airtime, no airtime. And I just feel like a deaf person, they gonna come up with a new word that's gonna start being offensive. They gonna start. That's gonna be
But
offensive.
you deaf.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like everything is offensive now. Everybody is offended by everything.
Well, I mean, does South Park still come on?
No, watch it.
I couldn't swallow for a second, and that was scary. What do you mean you never watched South Park?
I wasn't allowed to, so I never watched
Even in your grownness of an age, you never watched it?
it.
Hey, Cora.
I'm not really into like cartoons or anime or nothing like that. I didn't grow up on it really. Well, I mean I did, but like I said, a lot of stuff I couldn't watch. So like it never made me curious. Like even The Simpsons, I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons.
The
I never.
Simpsons? You wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons? Oh, my mother wasn't that holy. We had The Simpsons up in here.
The crazy part about it, that was my dad. That was his thing.
Really?
My dad's a heathen. So it was my because my dad his logic was watching shit like that would give you bad ideas. That was his thing, and he kind of right. Maybe he know his children. I don't know, but like
Let me tell y'all something about Bishop. Okay, y'all would think because my mother's a reverend and all that there's certain things that she wouldn't participate. Like she's real finicky. Like she's wishy washy with what she accepts and what she doesn't accept. Like she like to hear a song with all the cuss words in the world and stuff like that. She's like, oh my god. Like let me tell y'all, the other day my brother's over here with the baby and stuff like that, right? This is my nephew's father. Okay, my youngest nephew's father. Okay, so this is my older brother, not my oldest, my older. Okay, he's sitting there, he's watching a TikTok. He's watching TikToks, and as he's watching TikToks, um, it came across a person who was like recording something. They were at a store or something like that, and they were like cussing somebody out, like, "Well, I don't give a fuck what you think this is because da 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 da." My mother walks into the kitchen. Okay, and as my brother's just watching it, he's just watching the video. Blah, 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 blah. My mother comes over to look at the baby because my sister-in-law is sitting next to him, and she goes to look over the baby. And she come over all scrounge up in the face. She looked down at that phone over his shoulder. Right, this is the phone. She over the phone. She said, and then I said, right, and then she went on about her business. And I said, I'm sorry, did she just do a virtual prayer? Like to a person who don't know what's going on. Like she prayed over the video real quick
Mm.
because all the cussing and the vulgarity that came out that phone, right? Is the same woman who will watch F is for Family. Now, if you know what F is,
I've heard about that shit. I've heard.
Shorty will sit down, food table in front of her. F is for Family, okay? Comcast and blah, blah, blah. Like, and that is the most vulgar show known to man. And she will sit there
Mm.
like she's
That's why you.
mad wishy with her secular influence.
Yeah, you can't trust parents. You can't trust parents. I don't trust them. I don't trust.
I don't
I
know.
don't trust.
The Simpsons was like okay, so we were allowed to watch South Park, but I couldn't. Like it was on in the house, but I couldn't watch it. Like at a certain point, and then it's just like okay, whatever. Simpsons always was on, always, no matter what. Always have the Simpsons on. Like it's just I don't know. I never had a restriction on like you can't watch this. I think the only time I had a restriction is when I knew I couldn't watch it. Like when I had conscience enough to not watch it.
Mm.
Duke, I have to tell you something later, and I totally forgot to tell you when we was on the phone earlier. Please remind me to tell you. Okay.
Oh,
It literally just came up in my head. It literally just came up in my head. I totally forgot to tell you because I was like, oh, when I heard it, I was like, oh, I gotta tell Duke. So
well, okay, all right.
yeah.
But yeah, we I think my dad, his rules were, of course, nothing like overly sexual. You couldn't watch. You couldn't watch nothing that had like bad language. Of course, you couldn't watch. Um, so it was basically like sports and wrestling. That's all. That's all I watched was sports and wrestling. Now I would have like I would watch the morning cartoon stuff like the Animaniacs and stuff like that. But
Ooh, that was a
I
good one. How about
couldn't.
you,
Yeah.
Animaniacs?
But my favorite shows was I've never been a big cartoon person even when I was a kid because growing up the way I grew up, we only had one TV. It wasn't no cable, and it was like first come first serve, my nigga. So if you got to that TV first, then I mean, till my brother beat my ass. But other than that, so a lot of stuff that I watched was like actually shows like Knight Rider and stuff like that. Or my grandma stayed with us. It's always her stories. So, Young and the Restless, Murder She Wrote, and MacGyver, and shit like that. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think my favorite old shit was MASH. I don't know why. That was my favorite old ass shit to watch. That was my shit.
I didn't like it.
You
I
didn't like
didn't,
MASH?
I didn't like it. Because
Playing. That was the no. That was good. I like me MASH. In this house, still to this day, my mother puts on Andy Griffin, black and
I
white
used to
Andy
watch
Griffin, not
I used to
colored
watch
Andy Griffin.
Andy Griffin and Gilligan's Island was mine.
You know what? I loved me some Gilligan Island, but it wasn't like I watched it constantly because it never came on constantly for me to follow it because it was so old at that point. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not like I was watching a series. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I had
I
to watch it
watched
when
it.
it came when it like whatever it populated is when I watched it. But I was that Annie Griffin was like oh I love Lucy.
I watched that.
I love Lucy and oh what's that? Not Genie in the Bottle. What the damn is the shit called? Um,
Genie.
Genie. I
I
Dream of
dream of Genie.
Genie.
Mm.
Sam. Darren used to get his ass beat by her mother. Okay, Darren used to get fucked up. Okay, and
Mm.
then when little her daughter grew up and she started Night Rider.
Yeah, not right. I just
I
said it.
never
Not right
watched it. I
was That's the one with the car. Name was Kit. It was a black car, had a little red light going across the front. The dude off of Baywatch. What's the white dude off of
David
Baywatch?
Hasselhoff?
He was in that. Hmm.
Ain't he dead? David died, didn't he?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
David died.
Yeah. What was the other? It was a helicopter version of that show too. I want to say it
A
was Sky
helicopter
Fox
version?
of Night Rider. Yeah, it was Sky Fox or something like that. Hmm.
Hmm.
The cars and the helicopters had like their own mind. So like, you know, fighting crime, badass car. You know, it's like a Tesla back in the day.
Oh.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Now you might have been too old for this at this point in time. You probably was in high school. Um,
Don't do
uh,
that. Don't
I'm
do
not
that.
trying to say how much older you is of me, but how much younger I am of you. You know what I'm saying? You probably was like eighth grade when I was
Well,
enjoying this show. JJ the Jet Plane. You see? You
don't know
see?
where.
You see? And
That sounds like
you
one of
thought I
those.
was like joking. That's my shit.
That sounds
JJ
like
the
one of
Jet Plane.
those like Nickelodeon, Nick at Night,
Yeah, JJ the
Disney.
Jet Plane. The Thomas the train. See? And you thought I was gonna be you thought I was bullshitting. Told you your old ass was out here doing algebra and shit when I was watching it. I told you.
First of all, no,
You know
I'm
what? You
vintage.
definitely are not. You are very refined and aged like wine.
I'm vintage.
Vintagely fine as fuck. When I tell you I can't stand you like this degrees and you are hot.
Oh God. First of all, let me say this real quick. I was watching y'all show last night, and
Mhm.
I was cussing y'all out so bad. It's like
Oh,
because
because yo ignorant ass message wasn't coming through.
look, but I meant to put Migga. I meant to put Migga, but I didn't. So I'm pissed off because that's why I seen the screenshot. I'm like, I did. I'm like, they just talking about me. It just
But my G, like your thumbs was moving at the speed of tortoise.
no. As soon as I sent the question,
I'm not talking about that, Duke. I'm
I'm talking
saying
about
you didn't send no type of updates. Like we're sitting here waiting. If you're hearing us say over and over again, when are you seeing it? When are you sending it? What are you trying to say? What's the joke? Why not type I sent it? It's just not showing up.
that's what I'm telling you. I sent it. I've said I did like 3 times, but it wouldn't
I
go through
know, but
because
I'm saying if we're saying we're not seeing any follow up, wouldn't you go, wait a minute? If they're not seeing any follow up, that means that they can't see what I'm saying. So wouldn't you just type like, yo, I said something, it's not letting it show? Or you could have texted me a whole 10 minutes earlier.
I was too busy trying. I guess it blocked me from texting. That's what I'm telling you. It blocked me from commenting.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I sent you the screenshot.
Um,
I mean, I don't care. Y'all still getting cussed out. Anyway, in Rome, yeah, I'm still waiting on my invite, brother.
why you talk to him like he down? Like,
Because he's down in the comment section.
oh, you want to make sure he heard you. Mega Man!
Mm-hmm.
Mega! Anyways, gaslights of a feather burn together. You like that one? Gas, burn.
I get it. Bars. Bars.
I don't know. I think Duke just pissed me off. He didn't even realize it yet.
Man, that's a personal problem.
Anyways, so I know that for some people who are of a certain bracket in age, they might not use this terminology a lot in their everyday sentence framework, and then might not know how to use it correctly. So for anyone who may be in the same range of age as someone on this show, no names, we don't know who we're talking about here. I wanted to give the definition of the word gaslighting because we're going to talk about so validating feeling situations, and we wanted to come together as a community to talk about. I write it to talk about like what we you like see that you see I do you like dream. You want me to make a song about you? You want me to make a song about you? Huh?
That
You want me to make a song
ADHD
about you?
kicked in quick.
ADHD.
ADHD.
ADHD. You want to make a song about you? Okay, Dream still have a PTSD for my song. You
Nah,
like
don't make
your
a song.
prostate get checked. You like your prostate get. You never heard me sing the song? You like it oily, lube, put it all up in there. Cause when my fingers go on there, guess what? Your legs go up in the air.
Y'all still
You
friends?
like your prostate getting checked by your girl down there giving you some neck. Hey there, you don't you disrespect. You like your prostate getting checked. And guess what? That wasn't prepared. That was not rehearsed. That was nothing. Dream said something about his big headed ass self. I went like this, okay? And then I swirled it. And he said, oh, don't do that. You do that, so you get something started. So in my head, I said, it wouldn't get something started with me, nigga. It'd be something started with you. You like get your prostate checked, nigga. You not telling somebody something, okay? They do that. Hey, boo. I was like, you ain't telling nobody something. Literally off rip, I started spitting bars. I made the whole song up right then and there, and that has been Dream's dedication song ever since. So when I be telling, yes, Chase Dust. When I be telling people that like I'm a rapper, they be like, oh yeah. If y'all have my Snapchat, y'all will see today I battle rap my nephew. He couldn't even handle the shit. You know what I'm saying? He even know how to hold it. He started crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? My brother left. Oh, you said what?
You bad auntie.
I'm the greatest. Where that? Number one auntie. You see that number one auntie?
They took that off a shelf when it was 40 or more of them.
Shut up.
So you can't be the only one.
This is number one.
It's 39 more.
It's number one. It's number one.
You can't be number one.
It's number one.
39 more people got the
it's
same
number
cup.
one. Over here on this side, it's number one.
Oh,
Okay, yes, I told you that's why I'm always in the jail post. I'm a rapper and nobody believes me. I be spitting bars, G. I be in my phone like Drake. Okay, I be writing little verses and stuff just in case. You know how people be funny, be like, oh, they be making beats and stuff, and people be. I need to be ready to go whenever.
I feel you. I think we all used to be rappers in our past lives.
I can't be a rapper in the past if I'm a rapper in the current.
But are you though?
I am. I don't know why y'all keep playing with me. Big C. Not the little one. Yeah. No cap. I used to say that when I was a C cup, but you know what I'm saying? Shorty hold us up to triple D's. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, of course he wasn't Albie Shore. Okay, gaslighting definition. Gaslighting involves a person deliberately and repeatedly denying or distorting the reality of events or experiences, leading the victim to question their own perception and sanity. In other words, to manipulate someone using psychological methods into questioning their own sanity or powers of reasoning. So, yeah. What when I said that to you earlier, what did you take that at? What was the first instance that popped in your head that you were
See,
like, I
see,
think
I took it as you telling somebody something, and they low key telling you wrong about what you said about you. So remember what I said earlier, like it's been times, I'm pretty sure this don't happen to you where I'll say, "Oh man, I want to lose weight. I want to, I'm too fat," and
mm,
people say to me, "You're not fat. You're not fat. What are you talking about?"
mm-hmm,
That's where I took gaslighting to be because you're not going to manipulate me to have me thinking, "Hmm, maybe you're right.
mm,
Maybe you're right. I know what? I'm gonna go to this store and I'm gonna get the size pants that I know I can with, but because you told me that I'm not fat as I know I am, I'm gonna try it anyway."
I feel like it's a bold ass face lie more than gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? Um,
For real. Like,
like,
come on, man.
like yeah, like baby, you the best I ever had, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? like, I feel like when it comes to gaslighting, you know what? Same example, right? If like you said, I'm like, damn, I know I'm fat as fuck. Okay, all right, walking through a doorway, better get out, type shit, right? And this is what I'm like, I can't. You thick as hell. What are you talking about? If I tell you to explain what you mean by that, and your first word is or well, lying piece of shit. Okay, lying piece of shit. The gaslighting basically like invalidating a person's feelings of their experience of something. Like y'all was at a party, it was getting crunk, it was getting lit. Bitch's eyebrows was on fleek, you know what I'm saying? And drinks was being passed and all that. And you went up to Tommy and you was talking to Tommy and you went on about your business. You went home. You didn't do nothing with Tommy. Tommy went around and well, somebody from that party saw you was talking to Tommy and made a whole situation. You went to that person like, "Hey, did nothing with Tommy." Like, well, I don't know. You put your hand on his shoulder. Okay, that wasn't nothing. You put your hand on his shoulder. That means you like him. Now you got me thinking I like Tommy because I put my hand on my shoulder. I didn't like the nigga before, but you gaslit me my feelings and telling me I liked the nigga when I did like the nigga. It's a whole lot of things. Nah, baby, that's just my cousin. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a motherfucking lie. Lying ass niggas. But to say grace, let's just talk about invalidating feeling storage. Oh gosh, please, Duke. Why? Oh, get your breath. Get some water. You know you got 15 drinks in front of you. Just drink one. Just take a sip of one drink. Oh Lord. Anyway, choice. Since Duke is incapacitated in the throat area. Oh, hey, he's back. What?
So, dang man, I feel like an old nigga. So it sounds like gaslighting is a white lie.
In some forms, it's
Okay.
really the true intent is to make the other person feel like their experience isn't real, like their feelings aren't real. Like manipulation. It's like, nah, that's not what happened. Like I could have said, nigga, you look stupid, right? And I probably said it just like that. Because you heard it like that, and I probably said it like that. And when you're like, I didn't really like the fact that you said it, I said, I look stupid. I didn't say it like that. Yeah, you did. You said, nigga, you look stupid. I'm like, no. I was like, nigga, you look stupid. I was like, I didn't say it. I didn't say it rude and mean. Like, what are you talking about? And I can convince you that that's exactly how I said it, because then I'll be like, all right, G, like I said it funny, but if you want to take it that way, I mean, it is what it is. Like I didn't say it like that. I don't know why you're making a big deal out of something that didn't happen. Like now you're making me feel like I did something rude. I know I didn't do anything rude. And that's the problem. You always make it seem like I'm the problem, and I don't like that. Gaslighting 101. That is exactly what that is. Because now you're like, do I make him feel like I'm sorry? I didn't. Maybe I heard it wrong. Mm-hmm. Darren, please, baby, those are your underwear. No one else been here, literally.
That's a lot. That's
Like, okay, like for example, y'all remember Brothers, right? Not, yeah, the Brothers, right? And y'all remember, I think her name was Terry, and Shamar Moore was in the house, and Terry came up there with the bride dress on and shot his house up.
mm. I don't know. But continue.
You don't remember the movie Brothers
Mm-mm.
with D.L. Hughley, Shamar Moore, I think Morris Chestnut,
Oh yeah.
and that
You know
nigga
what I
who
was
looked
thinking
like,
about?
hmm,
What's the movie with Tyrese and
Baby Boy.
Andre? No,
You
Tyrese,
think you
Andre
talking about
3000.
the Four Brothers?
That's
No, I
what.
ain't talking about Four Brothers. I'm talking about the Brothers, nigga.
Oh yeah, that's when when she's like Terry and
Yes, and
yeah
he's like, baby, it's nobody. I swear it's not, nigga. You got bullets flying through your house, and you still lying.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
look, Darren
we wouldn't
said,
have been
Darren
together
knows
after
it
that.
best. Darren said parents gaslight their kids all the time.
Awesome, awesome. I
Just like
do
you
it
tell
all.
Suge, I'm only in the garage, go in the house. Next thing you know, she hear that car.
No, I never did that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
No, I never. I have said, Daddy, I'm hungry. Can you keep me some noodles? All right, get you some noodles. 5 hours go back. Dad, I thought you were going some noodles. You didn't say nothing about no noodles. I did. No, you asked me if we had some noodles, but you didn't say fish you some noodles. I've done that.
And then she in the room playing with her dolls, going, I did ask him for some damn noodles.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'll
yeah,
be
has
over
it been
here.
a
Did I
time
say that?
where you felt like your feelings were pushed aside or invalidated in a situation?
Unfortunately, as a man, it happens a lot.
Oh, poor you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It happens a lot. So yeah, yeah. It's like one particular time I felt I spoke my mind about something,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I was they like basically, oh, that's not what happened. I'm like, yes, it did. And then they got to the point that it was like, whatever I did, it's not that bad because you were man. And I'm like, what?
Make it
Huh?
make sense. Hmm?
Exactly.
What you
So
say?
that's when people all go into the whole you being sassy, blah 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 blah. But I was pissed at that because it was like Mother's Day.
Mm.
And I spent a whole bunch of money on Mother's Day. And then when it was my turn, I think I got like some socks and like some like smell good lotion or something.
Why do, as just a quick little SERP, why do men get the less when it comes to their days? Like, why do you think you don't get like the utmost that mothers do when it comes to their days?
Because
And I'm not
men
just
are
saying
not
like Mother's Day or Father's Day. I'm saying like your specific. I guess the other specific days would be your birthdays. So like, why do you think that men get the lesser when it comes to their specific days, even though there are as, if not almost the same involvement as the mother?
I was told that I was told by an older woman, and she told me that the world doesn't find men as important as women. But you
Mm-hmm.
know how women say the whole thing, and I'm not saying that it's wrong or they're not right about it. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, a lot of women say the whole, I carried them for 9 months, and
Mm-hmm.
did yada yada yada. So it looks at women as like almost like superheroes, and men when we do something or we have we do something, it looked at like that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if a woman is taking care of her child and doing this, that, and third, she's such a great mother. Da, da, da. Man does the same thing. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not giving you credit for something you're supposed to do, type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't look we not celebrating.
Mm-hmm. I always try to figure out why y'all get ties and underwear and socks and paper and all the other stuff, and the moms get like, you know, stuff. Like
Stuff.
they be going out their way to like get stuff.
Mhm.
But I think also it's, for me, I think it's easier to shop for a woman than to shop for a guy. Reason why I think so is because you got to think about how many holidays are in a year, right? And then how much how many times in that year has she gotten something that you're like, okay, the following year, what else could she get? Like for her birthday, she could get a necklace, and then for her Mother's Day gift, she could possibly get like a new bracelet or something like that. And then you got Christmas where she could get perfumes and more bracelets and more necklaces and a ring and all this other stuff. And then, like I just think about like those holidays where she's getting tricked out like throughout the whole entire year. So it's like, well, dang, her birthday was just in April and I got her a bracelet. Now Mother's Day is in May. I got to get her something else. And then it's like in Christmas, well, I got her a necklace and a bracelet for her birthday and for Mother's Day. Now I got to get her a ring, or I got to get her something else, or I got to get like, it's like you have to keep wanting up like the last present because it's going to be the same thing. Like I'm more than sure my mother in her career of being a mother for the past 49 years that she has gotten 425 different necklaces and bracelets. Like she got a bracelet that me and my brother got her for Christmas. She don't even wear it. It can fit her. She don't even wear it. Like she just got so like it's just so much. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't wear it all. You're gonna be walking around here looking like not MC Hammer. What's that boy man's name? Um, I paid the food. Anyway. So what's his
Oh,
name? Shit.
oh shit, you got me forget.
Fuck. Uh, is it Doctor? No.
No,
Shit. Mr. T. Thank you.
Mr. T.
Because
Yeah.
what I was going to say? I couldn't say his name, but I could say A Squad. I don't know why I can say that, but I can't say
Listen, and for
Mr.
some
T.
odd reason, I kept wanting to say Junkyard Dog. I was like, that is not him. that is not
but
him at all.
but like you have to think of like the one uppage, right? But like it's the same thing, regardless of the fact, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Whereas for a guy, I truly do not know how to shop for a man besides cologne. Like y'all niggas love smelling good, hopefully. So like I like is getting cologne or getting new cufflinks if you like go out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you ain't a build a bear type of nigga, I ain't getting you no new, lug box, a new hammer set, and whatever may have you. Like y'all don't have a lot of. I'm just saying this in general. A lot of hobbies to shop for specifically. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just like, what is it that you get what I'm saying? It's like I really have to. Yes, but a lot of men don't have hobbies. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of guys a lot of like I'll say this generation hobbies, right? Because they grew up on Sega Genesis and all this other stuff, whatever may have you. Niggas like playing the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, what a girl mostly busy bitches will get you a whole new game station. Or I'm gonna get you a new controller. Or I'm gonna get you a new headset. Or I'm gonna get you a new game that you've been wanting to play. Or whatever. That's all your extent is, right? If you don't do nothing else, then you might play ball with your friends. Okay, I can get you some new basketball shorts. I'm still getting you basic ass shit. Like besides like the game system stuff, I'm not getting nothing that's like, like I don't know what
So explain to me how's it hard.
because I don't know what to get you. Like I feel like a bitch gonna be appreciative of a little dinky bracelet or whatever like that. I don't want to keep getting you socks and under t-shirt
So
and underwear.
let,
Like you know what I'm
let
saying?
me let me give my point of view what you
And
said.
also, y'all wrists and shit is big as hell, so we can't account for sizes when it comes to bracelets and stuff. Like, I can go to the store and I can be like, okay, I know I got a big wrist. I know my mother's wrist is like just a smidge smaller than mine, so I could tell the person, make it that she could adjust it or something like that. If I was to get something for my man, I don't know, make it big. I don't, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
I think so. I can see it being hard because how often we don't get something. Most men, most not all, most men, they doesn't say what they want, what they need, or most men don't even ask for stuff because we don't really expect much anyway. So me asking for it is kind of like it's dumb because like I've been told, people have asked me, it's only one thing that I want that I haven't got, and that's a pair of shoes. Now, granted, these pair of shoes are high as hell, but if you ever ask me, that's what I want. I'm not expecting nobody to buy it. And the couple times I brought it up, hey, I want these shoes. Oh, that's I ain't doing that. That's why I ain't buying that. That's for some shoes. But yet I've been asked to buy $300-$400 purses.
I told you the reason why some women might not buy you shoes. I told you why.
The whole walk out your life thing, I get it. I get it. Same thing when you say you buy a woman a purse, she put another nigga number in it.
Come on, Jaheen.
You know what I'm saying? I just made that up. By just saying.
Okay, bars.
You bought it. Uh, but at the same time, we're so simple that it shouldn't be hard. Like you just said, if we have a hobby, like playing a video game, right? Get a new game. We so excited about that new fucking game. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Or it's something that we could have said that we wasn't even telling you to get it. It was just like, God damn, my damn headset been acting up. Go get the headset.
Yeah,
It's, it,
like for me in particular, I shop for necessity. I don't shop for desire. Like what you need. And that's why I find it hard to shop. Because I mean, nigga, you may need some socks, right? Because last week I saw you with a big ass hole in your sock. I know you need some. So you know what I'm saying, and get you some socks or whatever like that.
until
Or
we can't put that sock back on, we don't need no sock.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or you got a wife beater that's ratted and tatted. I'm gonna get you a new little undershirt. Like it's getting little, get some holes in your boxes. We can get you some
But
whatever.
this is the thing, right? If I feel like the problem is, I feel like we couldn't do that to y'all.
I feel like a dumb woman would get upset about that. Because I was thinking about that before you even said it. I
It's
was
a
thinking
lot of
about it.
dumb women.
I was thinking about it. I was like, what if he? But I think what it is that like maybe I don't know. Women don't wear. We're taught like once it got a hole, once it's ratted and tatted, you better throw that out. Like that ain't no good. You get it away, get something else. So maybe you might not see us in our ratted and tatted shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not see it. So you don't know, oh, let me go get my girl some panties. Yeah, like, I
So if
wouldn't
I
think to
give
be
you if I give you a box of combs, you okay with
a box of combs.
that? Mhm.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm trying to imagine me opening a shoebox of combs. Like,
If I come
why
to
is there
you,
so
I'm
many
like,
combs?
look, if I come to you, I like this. I got this, and I feel like it's something you need, and I hand you this, a whole box of combs. What's your thought process?
My first joke,
Honestly,
honestly, my first joke is like, nigga, you trying to say I gotta get my hair done? But if my hair is already done, then I mean, the joke is it's not gonna work. But if you gave it to me when I look like this, I'm like, what the fuck you trying to say, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's just, that's on some funny shit. But if like if you were to give me a comb, knowing that I do my hair and stuff, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. This is something that I need. Now, this is something I don't have to think about. It takes one thing off my list that I have to think about reminding myself to go get.
so
That I
you
would
cool,
appreciate.
like you good with getting that like on Valentine's Day or your birthday?
My nigga, no.
This is what this is
that's a
what I'm telling.
Christmas. That's like
This is
that's
what
like
I'm
a
telling
that's
you.
like a Christmas gift.
This is what we get on Valentine's Day, birthdays, stuff like that. We get stuff like that. We don't get like gifts. We get stuff like
Okay, so I'll
lotion.
say this. Okay. So how do you feel about this? So for Christmas, right? Like I told y'all, I get for necessities, and if I don't know you like that, I try my best, right? I felt bad for what I got my sister, but my sister loves lip liner. Like, she's a very raised 90s child. When I say raised 90s, she was born in the late 70s. Well, she was born mid 70s. So obviously she didn't get to be in her little lip gloss, lip liner bag until the 90s, right? So she's a teenager in the 90s. Like, yeah, like when she was born, I was 7. She was 17 when I was born, and that was 92, right? So she lived her better young parts of life in the 90s. So she loves a good lip liner. I was like, I know I don't have to get nothing else for her. I get her this lip liner. It's a lip stain. This is her thing. She loves it. Like, she never wants to go away. I could get her that, right? Now for my brothers, here's the difference between them and their girls, right? So I got my
Mhm.
sister-in-law's a happy bag, right? So I went to the store, I got them some face wash headbands, some makeup brush, scrubbers. I got them like a face mask, and I got them, I think, a thing of candy or something like that in there. Just a cute little bag, just like multiple little shits in there, insignificant. And I literally got the same type of bag back. It's just like a plethora of shit in a bag, right? Just whatever. For my brothers, I got them the exact same gift, which was windshield covers, right? Now, both of them, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Now, both of them, when they looked at it, they said, "Oh, dang, Candace, yeah, thank you." Because you have to realize where I live, right? You're saying windshield covers. You live in Florida, my nigga. We live here where icy windshields is not good for nobody when you're trying to get up early and crack of dawn in the morning. And they both get up by like 6 o'clock in the morning. Their windshields are frozen in the wintertime. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at least when it snowed, when it was gonna be a cold front, they put that on there. Whatever. When it's time to go, take it off. They're ready to go. Takes off time. They got babies. They've got time to be picking ice and warming the car up and all this other stuff. That's how I thought efficiently. What's going to be efficient for them when they get up early in the morning to go to work? Like, what's the best thing for them, right? But in the past, I have gotten my brothers specific gifts. Like my brother when he moved to my oldest when he moved into his new apartment for himself a while ago. We bumped into each other years ago at a hookah spot. So what I got him as a gift? I got him his own hookah set. Tube, the things, the fucking coals, everything. Happy as a lamb. I've gotten my other brother straight razors because he cuts his hair himself. I've also got him other little trinkets that I know he specifically likes. So I shop for what they like and what they do. It's just not as big and extravagant because they niggas. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that they need. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's nice. That's great. But that's coming from you. These gifts are coming from you.
Yeah,
So when you say well, like your nieces and whatever, and your sister-in-law, and what you gave them, right?
yeah,
A man couldn't gift them that. It will be an issue if a man said, "Hey, baby, this is what I got you," and I gave you something because I know this might seem a little extreme, right? Let's say, for instance, you got a new apartment, right? And me, let's say me and you date,
mm.
right? You got your little apartment. I said, hey,
In the apartments.
you got your little apartment. I said, hey, I got something for you. I know it's your birthday. I got something for you.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. And I said, put it on the table. Start pulling stuff out. And I start putting out batteries. And I start pulling out light bulbs. And I start pulling out shit that you need for your apartment
Yeah.
for your birthday. First thought is not gonna be, oh, this is nice.
But why would you
No,
get that for me for my birthday?
exactly. This is what I'm saying.
But that should just be a gift for my new apartment. Why would you get that for my
This,
birthday?
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling you. When it comes to gifts, we don't get like something nice. We get something that we need. If I give you a gift, right? You don't need a new bracelet. You don't need a new necklace. You don't need that expensive bottle of perfume. You don't need the fancy dinner date. You don't need this stuff. This is something that you want or something you desire that I don't mind getting you. But if I give a woman something that she really needs for her birthday, for Valentine's Day, it's an issue. But me, when we get gifts, we get stuff that we need. Like you said, I'm gonna get you some more underwear. I'm gonna get you some more socks.
Okay, this is true, right? But when we need something, we get it done so that way we don't need it. When y'all need it, y'all just run the shit to the fucking ground until it's too late to, whatever, then you gotta go. Like, why won't you just get it beforehand? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you
Because we
get
don't need it beforehand.
but that's making sure you're taken care of before it happens. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. If I bought my last pair of drawers, I could buy my new pair of drawers.
Okay, for example, when my brother was living here, right? If we was running out of soap, you know what I was doing? I was replacing his soap also. I'm his sister. I shouldn't have to, but I was replacing his soap also. I wasn't out of my soap, but if I was in the store and I noticed his bottle was a little light, I made sure I got him some more soap. Now there were some times that I didn't get his soap. You know what he ended up doing? Instead of going to the store to get his own soap, he started using mine. It's like, nigga, just because I didn't go get it don't mean, oh, well, I guess you didn't get it. Let me go use it. No, go get your soap. Maybe I didn't have it this time to get a bottle of $7.85 soap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I didn't have it or whatever. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you buy replacements when it's needed to get done. But like, what if I don't want my man walking around here ratted and tatted? Let me go get you now. Now, mind you, the socks, the boxes, and the wife beaters should be through the year. If that's the case, like, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't be specifically for whatever, whatever, whatever. It should
I
be
agree.
through. It should be definitely through the year, like that. That I definitely understand, right? But if okay, instead of trying to woman explain some shit to you, okay, let's just say your birthday passed in October, right?
Hmm.
So it's your birthday. Forget the shoes, nigga. Don't bring them shits up. But it's your birthday. What would make you go, "Oh my gosh," for your birthday?
I would like more jewelry.
Okay.
So I don't wear. I just started wearing jewelry. So
I don't
like
know. You always got that chain on you.
I had that chain for 5 years. Only chain I ever had in my life. Never had a chain.
So you want more jewelry? You know you done fucked up, right?
I'm just saying. You say don't say shit.
No, no, no. I'm just saying. I'm like, all right, cool, cool, cool. So like that's like something that you'd be like, okay. So let's say it's Christmas. Like, what's some like gifts of like, oh, okay, wow. Like, what's something that just can populate in your brain that you're like, I never got this before. Like, this would be really nice to get this as a gift, or if I got this as a gift, even if you got it before, it would just be a change versus what you usually get.
um, I guess like more video games. Like, don't get me nothing that's gonna benefit you. Like, don't get me no power tools or no shit like that or whatever. If, like you said, if you pay attention to my hobbies, focus on that because it's my hobbies. Most men, most men are like so like black and white. We don't do nothing in between. There's no gray
Mhm.
areas. So, like, well, if I say I'm a homebody, I just chill in the house, play my game, find someone to game. Me, one of my hobbies used to be bowling. I used to be bowling all the time. And I used to be on the bowling league, tournaments, all that type of stuff. Buy me something that has to do with bowling. You can even like get me like my own custom made bowling shirt, something. But like getting stuff that I already get myself throughout the year, that's not really. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm thankful for it, but I wouldn't really consider that a gift.
Okay. So like, okay, like I was gonna use Dan as an example. My little pooty poo, he plays pool, like he real life a pool nigga type
Hmm.
shit, right? But
I
I like
mop 'em.
the
I
most
mop 'em. Go
you
ahead.
mop him.
I mop.
Oh, he in a league and shit. Like you could did bowling, he in the
Give
pool.
a fuck about the league.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it's a man thing. It's just he play pool, I play pool. Automatically, I just assume that I could win. But
So like if it was like him, like that's his hobby, right? All right, cool. There's a limit to what I could get him in his hobby because I know different sticks are for different heights, different weights that come with them and everything. So I can't just pop up and surprise you with a stick. Like unless it's like a specific stick that I know that you like or that you want,
mhm.
but sticks come in all sizes and variations. And so I can't get you like something that you would specifically want, without knowing all that, right? I could possibly get you some gloves, like if the gloves are required in the pool, whatever. I'm sure they are. You know what I'm saying? I could get you some what are them cue balls, you know what I'm saying? I could get you a shirt. I could get you like you know what I'm saying? Like I could get you like limited things. I can't get you something that would make you go, you know what I'm saying? Like I dance and I do all this other stuff. Like if a nigga got me a new ballet shoes or tap shoes or jazz or something like that. And I'm like, thank you. I'm not mad at it. I'm very appreciative, but I know it's something that I would have done regardless of the fact. Like I was gonna have to get this,
Mhm.
at some point in time. Now, if you know, like if we all know I failed at keeping up with my roller skating because I lost my job. But if that was something that I still had a desire to get when you got me roller skates, I'm like, oh, thanks. Like I gave up on this, but I appreciate you bringing this back in my life. Or if I do podcasts and stuff, you got me a new ring light or a new microphone. It's like I don't need it, but thank you for the additive hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's nice.
Right. So that's not something exactly. Those things are not something that you don't have a drawer full of those things. So
Yeah.
then, so that's what I'm saying. But we get stuff that we already have. Do we probably could use more of? Of course, probably yeah. But I already have this.
So is it fair to say, like I would just assume that Father's Day and Mother's Day, I was put both of them. Until your children are required age, whatever you get is whatever you get. You just appreciate that your kids get it for you because it's your
Yep.
kids. It's just them, whatever. Now let's just say you had adult kids.
Hmm.
What are you expecting for Father's Day?
Nothing.
Nothing. You're just expecting time, right?
Yeah, we expect the same thing we've always been expecting. The times I expected stuff. I that's when my feelings have been hurt the most.
It's time,
You know, the times that I have expected stuff,
and you didn't
and
get none.
that's when I'm talking about hurt bad.
Like
It's
what?
like I know I was a good man. I'm not saying this year, but like I've done much as I could. I've went high and low for whoever and this, that, and the third. And I just know this year is gonna be the year. And boom, let's go out to eat.
I think also what happens is because you guys, when it comes to your women or whatever, you know, like how she is and what she would like and what she expects. So you
Mhm.
do that for her. So then when it comes to your kids, you're like, let me show you what you're supposed to do for your mother. So you'll make sure, come on to the store with me so I can get you something for your mother, or you can get something for your mother. But I feel that when it's Father's Day, that there's not a lot of come on so we can go to the store and get something for your father or something like that. It's just her them like pick. Like just get something real quick, put a card, have the kids sign their little scribble names or something like that, and they just give.
Like for instance, right? A long time, I'm gonna say probably until I was an adult, right? I never really had the chance to enjoy my birthday because my mother's birthday is the day after mine.
Mm,
So any type of money I got, I was always required to use that money for her. So if I got birthday money, hey, your mom's birthday tomorrow. So before you go all spend it, you get her something nice. So it was always that stuff like that. But just over time, we're not really taught or groomed to ask for anything.
mm-hmm.
So a lot of times you don't ask for nothing, you don't expect nothing. I mean, I guess you don't get nothing.
Oh, your birthday's around Mother's Day, Darren? Ew.
Yep, and they can get shit. So, you know, it is what it is. Do I
Well,
like it?
I
No.
hope
I
2025
just,
is different for you.
I mean, I think, mm, I just think it's sometimes not all women, not all people, but just like I always say, my number one rule in life for me is to treat people how you want to be treated. So if you want me to go above and beyond to research stuff, because I've been told in relationships, hey, I was gonna buy you this, but I didn't know what size, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could have asked my auntie, and then my auntie could have asked my mama, and my mama could have asked my grandma. My grandma could have asked you. My grandma could have asked me, and
Mm-hmm.
my grandma could have told you the size, told me the size, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I've dealt with people like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
just mm, so the
Oh,
easiest way is just keep up with what guys like. You just
yeah.
give them what they like. But like I said, I buy myself underwear and shit throughout the year. I don't.
Yeah, but like reflect on what Mo said on a day-to-day basis in any of your past relationships. How often did your man ask you to do something for him? Think about it. I ain't gonna hold y'all, and this is just me living my god awful truth. I am the dick wearer in the relationships that I have been in. Okay. And that sounds really fucked up. It is unfortunate for me, but I have been. I have been the provider in the relationships that I've been in. I don't know how I keep getting these niggas. I keep getting narcissistic, mentally unwell motherfuckers, right? So that's just been me in the two relationships that I've been in. Like I have been even after or even niggas that I've just dated. Yo, can you help me with something? Can you like I was looking at that, it'd be nice if I had that. like I've always been the giver. I've never had a doty. Like I'm just getting this for you just because I wanted to get you for it. Like it has been a multitude of my birthdays where I've been fucking with a nigga and ain't nothing come my way for my birthday ever. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask
So
you a question?
yes,
So my question would you be, have you ever felt like in the
yes, just
beginning
two,
of
just two.
these,
I've only been in two relationships. I don't know why y'all don't believe that, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so in these relationships, do you feel like, how can I put this? Have you ever put that type of energy out fast? The reason why I say that is, well, a lot of people, not just men, but a lot of people, once you put something out there and people see what type of person you are, what type of stuff that you do, then your feelings and your love for certain people become conditional, not unconditional. It becomes conditional, which means is, why do you love me? Oh, I love you because of this, that, and third. So it becomes a
Mhm.
condition. So a lot of people do things like in the beginning of relationships, not to trap people because that's not your real intention, but you do things to like impress people. Like for example, if you start dating somebody, not you, well, I don't know, maybe you, I don't know, but a lot of women they'll do shit like, oh no, you can't see me a certain type of way, right? And then as soon as you get with them, motherfuckers look like who shot John forgot to kill him. But in the beginning, you couldn't do it. Same thing with like a lot of men who would trick and spend money and buy this, that, and third to get the persons to notice them or whatever, whatever. And then that's what the people kind of like grabs towards. So like with your situation, you feel like in the beginning of these relationships, was you that given person, and that's what you became known as a given person. Because me personally, it we would have to be locked in for some years before I'd be like, listen, I don't got no gas in the car. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Before you do the hug behind them at the line.
Yeah,
Yeah, look.
yeah, yeah. But if as soon as I start talking to you day two, and I say something like, I'm hungry, I gotta figure out what I'm eating for lunch, and boom, you sending me cash apps off the rip. In my mind, I'm gonna start saying, like, you know what? This is Miss Reliable. So now my feelings and my love become conditional with what you do for me, not what you do to me.
Mm,
So if you find yourself doing certain things all the time, then that's what happens. That's why I lie to women all the time. If I start dating women, hey, I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm like, well, that's not really a lie, but you're not finna like. I don't do stuff all the time because if I do stuff all the time, that's all you're gonna like me for is what I do for you, not what I do to you. I want you to love me and care about me what I do to you, how I make you feel when you see me, or when somebody says my name, this, that, and the third. It said, let me call dude so I can see he give me lunch.
mhm,
You know? So you gotta just be I feel like you have to be careful of what you put out there early in a relationship because even like sex, like you put sex out there too fast, then boom, nigga don't had it 15 times. You know, he don't want it no more. A girl did me like that one time. And I was hurt. It's like this not supposed to happen. She when I tell you she kicked me out, so like it was
not
plain blank.
you.
And we was just doing our little thing. And I noticed that we never really talked like that. It's always what you doing?
Mm,
Nothing.
man.
Come over, yeah. And we got to doing it one time. Asked that girl, I said, how you day with? He's all right. Hey, you shut the door on your way out and cut the light off too. Okay, all right. So I was like, you work tomorrow? She was like, I really just need you to go. I was like, hmm. The next day she told me straight up, she was like, listen, first start talking, it was cool, came over here, we did that thing, I liked it, and that's all I really want now. I was like, hmm, hmm, okay, okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mhm. I don't know how we got here.
But I mean, like, not for nothing. Like, I mean, I show who I am, no matter what the draw is. Like, I'm not like there's been times where we on Hinge, da 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 da, whatever may have you, trade phone numbers. It's like, oh, you got FaceTime, nigga? No, I got Android. Download this motherfucking Google Meet, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Or like we on Snapchat with it, like, oh, I want to FaceTime you. I bet I'm laying in bed, bonnet.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. I don't put on like a facade. Like, how you get me is how you get me. Like, that's just what it is. But how you get me is where you meet me at, is like who I am. Like, I'm not like, I was recently got told by a nigga, like this nigga that something like how I was made it seem like I was very pushy of a relationship on him, when the examples that he gave me was me, like, existing, breathing. Like, it's just like, well, you always like, you just too wide open, and like, you know like, you just always there, and like, you're just like really involved. I'm like, I don't know, it sounds like Candace. I don't know, it don't sound like a bitch trying to push about a relationship. It
Oh, that
sounds
was
like,
the issue.
yeah, like, it sounds like me. Like, it sounds like you don't like how there I am. Like, I'm just here, like, in some form or whatever. And so it wasn't until I told him, I was like, oh yeah, one of my boys told me, like, I give Otto, like, relationship vibes. Like, even if I'm just chilling with you, I give you like Otto relationship vibes. He's like, you know what? That shit makes sense now.
I used to be that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, but nigga, I'm just like, I just be me. Like, it's like, I can't, like, shit, when me and Duke started being friends, Duke would be like, every time I see you, you always got like this bonnet on your hair. You just look like you existed.
And what I told you that's what I prefer because listen, most that's what we prefer. Well, at least me, because if I wake up, this this sounds extreme, right? If every time I see you, you done up, face, what y'all say, face beat and all this shit, hair done, blah blah blah, right? And let's just say, for instance, I come to your house, oh, I come to your house and spend the night, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm expecting you to give an hour before I do. Go get ready, put your face on, take your lashes off the dresser, and get your hair done. Have your hair done when I wake up, because that's how I remember how you look when I was asleep. So I need you to be the same way when I wake up. And when I say that, I ain't doing all that. So why are you doing it now?
Mm.
You don't need to do it now, because at some point when you get comfortable with me, all that stuff is gonna go away. People change in relationships and don't care and don't even realize it. People change. They get comfortable, and then, like, for instance, right, when I when I got with my lady, she would not. She will always have on socks. She would not be by me without socks on. Cause like she got some little, like one of her heels is a little dry. It's not even that bad, but to her, it's like sandpaper. But it's legit not that bad. But she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now, nigga, I ain't seen her put on a sock in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Went through hell and high water so I wouldn't see a problem that she thought she had. But now it's like,
Yeah, but
nigga,
aren't you the same person? Wrong nigga. But it takes you the same person that you like. Put some clothes on. Like you like being nude all the time ain't like right. Okay, so when you're saying like being comfortable, whatever, like for me, comfortability would be like I could just be in the nude and like just be chilling, whatever, be have you. But if you're telling me as a person, like baby, I love your body, but like you could put some clothes on, right? I know for you, it's you saying because I like the alluding of like what's under that, what's going on underneath that moo, what's happening underneath this lace, what's happening underneath that big shirt, what's going on. But to me, I'm thinking like, ow, that big old ass in front of you, But I would hear, I would like if you wore a little something, somethings. To me, I'm like, damn, this nigga want me to cover up, like. He don't like how I look. Like it could be, and it's not even miscommunication. It's just like based off of like what women think men want, if that makes sense. Like if we go with the general populace of like men want a woman butt naked in the kitchen cooking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most don't want that. They rather you be having a regular, like you said, a regular day. And that to you is like sexy as fuck versus you attempting to look sexy or have a sexual appeal or something.
you know what happens when you do that though? What happens is certain things don't become special no more.
Mm-hmm.
So if you is the person who walk around with a certain type of nice moo on, yada yada yada, when you come around me in a new one, to us it's just like, oh, you got a new blue shirt. Even though it's a nice little nightgown or whatever, oh, you got a blue one this time. You always wear that. But if you going to bed in my big shirts and bonnet caps, whatever, and then this one random Tuesday you pop out with this little thing on, I'm like, holy shit, I'm ready.
I'm
So
knocking at your door. Open it.
yeah, so yeah, I get it. I get it.
Let's shut it down because Dude gotta go to sleep. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Even though we really didn't do what we were supposed to do,
At all.
it's at all but great. ADHD minds come together. Great things can happen. It's your girl Chase. It's Hayes. No matter how you say, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth. You can find me on Instagram at Candy Taste Sweet and on TikTok at c.hayes INC. And since we are back in Jim Crow, let me know your favorite black restaurant to visit and eat at.
Hey man, say man, this is your boy Duke, your favorite fat person. Check me out on the socials at TikTok at Man Duke and on Instagram side at Duke for Show. Catch me here every Thursday with the gorgeous. Don't call it beautiful. With the gorgeous Lee Hayes. Also every Saturday or Sunday, and Tuesday on the Popcorn Beer podcast. Well, 1/5 of the podcast. The Yak Stop here. One, you're right. The math is right. The math is right. So yeah, this thing
All
on that. Love yourself.
right. Bye, niggas.